Hello, and welcome back to the Mystic Syndicate and our Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition homebrew campaign, The Ambassadors to the Barbarian Kings. I am your Dungeon Master, Brian, and joining me, as always, is Shane and Christy. Guys, you want to say howdy?
Howdy. Duty.
All right, so we're glad that you're here once again with us. We are going to be, I'm really glad you guys decided to show up. Found out that Shane was actually telling me just a little bit earlier before the stream started that our friend Ricky, who played Armos, is definitely on his way to his temporary duty station. And so we wish him a much luck, and I hope, we're definitely wishing for a fast return for him. We don't like to keep our Ricky out in large crowds.
It's usually better for everybody involved.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, so especially around chocolate pudding.
I can't wait to hear the story when he gets back. He's like, on my first night of watch, I heard frogs, and I asked somebody if they knew what ribbit rhymed with. It's like, well, that's one way to get court-martialed.
Yeah, that's a good way to get started, well on your way to, getting getting that handed to you, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, that would be too crazy. Let me bring up some other stuff. Would any of you like to give the recap of last week? Or it's going to be a pretty quick recap because all we really did was, for the most part, it was traveling and role-playing for the most part. And there wasn't even a lot of that. It was kind of a, I hate to say it, I would say that last week it was just, to me it felt like it dragged. I hope it didn't, but to me as a dungeon master, I'm like, dude, you're better than this.
Well, I know I met one of my mouse folk kin, and I got free alcohol out of it.
That's true. You did get some free alcohol out of it.
I don't trust that alcohol, though.
Yeah, mouse alcohol. Shit, who knows where that stuff came from?
Oh, no, I just don't trust the DM who created it.
Oh, come on.
And I have parasites or something. I have bot flies coming out of my skin next week or something.
Hey, it could happen. I hope not. I have a table for that.
Bot flies?
Well, no,
how many bot flies did the mouse folk get today? Roll a D100. Divided by 4.
Times 6.
Per square inch.
That would be horrible. Nah, that's not going to happen. Alrighty, so so as always, we're joined here by. Hey, thank you so much for. I'm not sure what just happened.
It makes 2 of us.
Yeah, I was like, I saw.
Gotta follow.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank God. Because I'm sitting. Oh, okay. Finally, it popped up on my screen, and I'm like going, something just happened. What's going on? I don't know what's happening in my own stream. Now, yeah, I think what I need to do is I need to make sure that my alert buttons are much bigger, even on this stream. Usually, because I try to keep everything small because I want it primarily to just be about the D&D and stuff like that.
Yeah, because we're not trying to push merchandise or anything.
No.
Yeah,
I have no merch. If I probably ever do have merch, it would probably be probably me with my big mouth open, laughing like a lunatic. It's something that we did in Phasmophobia. There's a good chance. Speaking of Phasmophobia, after this stream tonight, we will actually be jumping right into some Phasmophobia. So if you are interested in Phasmo, please hang out and watch us. Well, actually, we've been doing really good. I blame Christy for this. Christy does seem to be the voice of reason in some of our Phasmo games.
That's scary.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like going, really? She? No. But yeah, so yeah, definitely hang out with us afterwards. Get into the chat. I don't know who else is going to be joining us. There's a good chance that my son Robert will be coming on, which will be kind of fun. He's always he is addicted.
Something.
He's addicted to Phasmophobia now, so I blame myself.
It took me a hot minute to hear who. The other night, listening to him talk, it took me a minute. I was like, "Oh wait, that sounds like Robert."
Yeah, that's him. So
Only been like what, 5-6 years since I've seen him.
well, let's see. Was he? I'm trying to remember the last time that he was with us all. I think was he still in high school or did he graduate?
Mm-hmm. I think he was still in high school.
Okay, because he graduated in 2011.
Holy shit. Well, I'm old.
Yeah, because he's 28. So yeah, so
Holy crap.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and you think that you feel old. You know, here I am. I'm his old man, and I'm sitting there freaking the hell out. Alrighty, so getting back to it all, we would like to thank Anna B. Meyer for the wonderful maps that she provides to us via the internet. If you have not had a chance to go over to her website, that's at annabmeyer.com. She also has a stream, so make sure to look out for her. I'll start putting her stream tag in here too in the future, so people can go over and take a look at her work. It's just beautiful. If you can see the map that's right now in the middle of our stream, I'll go over here real quick and kind of show you some of the, just absolute awesomeness of what she does. And she even has a really nice, like a legend over here on the side, so you can follow along. It's just beautiful, just exquisite work. And we have been using these maps for, what, 9 months now? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been that long?
We started actually streaming in January. Wow. I know, right? Isn't that crazy that we have actually, we have been streaming that long? And it just seems to be getting better. We've definitely gotten better. But yeah, please go over and check out annabmeyer.com and visit her Patreon. And if subscribe if you would like, throw some coins her way. That would be very kind. Oh, thank you very much, Shane, for putting that Twitch link in there.
And I don't remember how to do shout-outs. So.
See, this is why I have such
young people
diligent. Wait, what? This is why young people. So why I have such diligent moderators on my stream, people like Shane, to kind of. I think it's exclamation point SO, not SO exclamation point.
Close enough.
Yeah, I mean you tried. It was good. No, that works. Alrighty, so would you like to get started?
There you go.
Yes, let us proceed with the storytelling adventure death-defying thing.
That's right. Okay. So the last time that we left off, you all were in the city of Ironstead. You had spent a day there resting at the inn, and you did a little bit of shopping, and you were kind of surprised at the unbelievable amount or the prices that you saw at the shop. Yeah, they were a little high.
We saw a golem, a crystal golem.
That's right.
It did not blow up this time.
No, I just read about making a golem and lost my damn mind.
That too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the bloody nose incident in the inn was probably a little bit surprising for most folks. So yeah,
Including you.
yeah, because I was sitting there like going, really, it carries such a heavy penalty for reading that book. I had no idea. It was almost like a episode of Call of Cthulhu or something where it's like, yeah, you read the book, you're just going to go insane. You may as well just count on it. So
Self-created punishments.
yep. So you all spend your evening, a restful evening there at the inn, and you arise the next morning, ready to once again hop into the carriage that was provided you by Alistair Manclaw and and his family. Your teamsters, or your drivers actually, you don't really have teamsters at this time, they're just drivers, have already hooked up the horses, and they are ready as you walk out and start to make your way to the coaches. You can see that the sky is a slate gray, that there are clouds, but the one thing that you definitely notice about these clouds are they're not like the clouds you've been seeing regularly. These clouds actually look normal. They look like just plain old regular rain clouds. They're not the storm clouds that you've been so used to seeing and experiencing over the past couple, many weeks. So you jump on in, and you hear the crack of the riding crop, and you all start bouncing down the cobblestone streets of Ironstead. It doesn't take long to get out of the large gated city, and you find yourself, once you cross, you're actually crossing the border. You wave. You kind of wave as you pass a guard stand on the side of the road, probably about 2 miles to the north, and then you cross over into the actual Vesve Forest. And on your way to Ironstead, you'd notice that there was a major pickup of forest. But once you cross into the Vesve itself, it just gets absolutely dense. It's a thick, dark forest. And
Cheap dummy thick.
yeah. And what ends up happening is that the canopy of this forest actually stretches over the road, so it gets dark to a point where it's not. You're kind of thinking, as you get further and further in, it will get darker as you get away from the border area. And actually, Athena, your night vision kicks in pretty hard, and of course your body not really being used to having to deal with this. It's such, mostly you've been an outside person for a pretty long time. You haven't been in any dark caverns or anything. And actually, I don't know if you've ever been in a dark cavern or anything.
But I like the woods.
You do like the woods. So I mean, it's not that you're not at home. You have a feeling that you are connected, but you have not been in a wood this thick. This is a very thick forest, and so they can continue on and on. And as you start to get through, you're bouncing along. And while you slept well the night before, probably about 2-3 hours into your drive, I need you all to make I think it's going to be mostly a constitution. No, maybe it's not a constitution check. To see if you.
Getting motion sickness.
No, you're not getting motion sickness. What you're really kind of doing is, the rhythmic bouncing and the darkness It
Trying
may.
to stay awake.
Yeah, you're trying to stay awake.
Oh,
I would say, yeah, probably
It's a
Constitution, because
Constitution.
that's what a sleep save would be, wouldn't it? No, maybe it was. I don't know. Anyways, I
Okay.
roll.
Well, that's fine. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. So as you're bouncing along, and like I said, it's that rhythmic because you're no longer on cobblestone. It's now a very well kept path, and you can see out through the windows that the drivers have actually placed the lanterns on the sides of the carriage. So it provides some light, and you're bouncing along, and then you wake up. You wake up, and it's still dark out, but the carriage isn't moving. You don't know how long you've been asleep.
Damn it.
And you're a little disoriented. You can still see that there is light from the lanterns on the side, but you can tell by their glow that they look as though they're getting low on oil. And you can hear in the forest, you can hear a bird song and things. So you're thinking it is still daylight. If you have a nature check.
I do not have a knowledge nature check. I have a survival check.
Yeah, go ahead and do a survival check. If you have a nature, you can use it over your survival, whichever you prefer.
Oh, I do have nature. Never mind. But I prefer to use survival.
Survival? Okay.
me too.
Wow.
Twinsies.
It's twinsies. Very good. Okay, so as you're listening strong, and you're like, you can hear the horses, but you can't. You know you're not moving. But you also hear birds that are primarily daytime birds, not like whippoorwills or sometimes you hear peacocks, calling out in the night, which is kind of disturbing. So yes, you're able. You definitely hear these day birds. And so, what are you planning on doing?
Do we hear the driver?
You hear no drivers. You don't hear either of the two gentlemen who were with you.
So either they fell asleep or they're gone.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I'm going to cause the flames on the lanterns to brighten.
Okay. So
It lasts 40 minutes.
okay. So as you do so, the lights get. How long does it last?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so yeah, you see them brighten considerably, and as you do so, you can see the woods on either side. And as you stick your head, are you going to stick your head out a little bit so you can kind of look ahead?
Yeah, I'll probably kind of open the door and
Okay, very good.
hop on out.
All right.
I forgot we're in a fancy cart.
You're in a fancy. Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, it's a carriage, so it's not like the wagon that you were in the beginning. You're actually in something more comfortable, which also added to your falling asleep. I mean, it's so much better when you're riding on, cushioned seats than hard wooden benches. So yeah, you look out, and as you do, you can see the backside of the horses, but you cannot see anyone up in the driver's seat.
Do I see any footprints or anything on the ground or blood? Or
Is there just one door or is there two?
There's two. It's a double door system. So
Okay, I'm gonna look at the other door and see if I can.
okay,
My eyesight's better than his.
yeah. So go ahead and make a perception check, and you get perception.
My eyesight was better. I didn't see my perception.
Yeah, and you get and your perception, Athena, you'll get advantage. So make sure to roll again. You'll take the higher of the two. Okay, very good. All right.
Oh.
So both of you notice that that there is something dark and wet dripping from the drivers on both sides.
Dead.
Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
So,
Can I smell anything?
go ahead and do perception with because you have a heightened. Are you in your shifted form?
No, I'm saving that for.
Saving that for the fun. Yeah, I understand.
But I should have a better sense of smell anyway, right?
Well, he also
That is
both
us
of you.
too, yeah, because he's a mouse.
Yep, he would also have a heightened sense of smell.
So I want to do another perception.
Sure. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Did it work?
Yeah. No, you're good. Okay, now actually both of you are able to, as you're sniffing the air, you're able to pull out the smell of copper. But you also have a smell, almost kind of, it's not an overwhelming smell, but it is very pervasive. And it is the thick smell of like moss or loam. It's
Alone.
loam? Well, folks, let's make sure that we are getting it right because I don't want to.
Lie.
Yeah, it's a soil, a fertile soil of clay and sand containing hummus. Not hummus, not containing hummus.
Okay.
The food.
I was like, bro, I'm about to pull out some pretzels.
Right. I was watching a guy who was he'd made a song about he was taking like chicken wings and hummus. I was like, man, that sounds like it would be so good. But to get back to the game, so yeah, you're kind of
It's rich soil.
it's a sandy sort of soil. So you're kind of thinking that you might actually be near maybe an embankment, near maybe a creek. And as you listen, you try to listen a little bit harder, you do actually hear that there is the sound of running water.
This better not be his freaking girlfriend, man.
Well, I should hope
The
not.
siren girlfriend that he went swimming with.
No.
Swear to God.
Alrighty. So,
Just don't go looking for rocks and we'll be okay.
So as you are, trying to put all this stuff together, you hear the horses get definitely spooked. And as they do so, you hear them struggling against their the reins and also I'm trying to think what is it that they're actually connected to the. I know there's a word. The harnesses? Yes, the harnesses. Yeah, that were actually holding them onto the cart. First, you feel the cart rock from their exertions, and as Athena, as you look out the window of where you are at, it is like the forest has came alive on your side of the carriage, and you see these long, woody, sort of plant-like tentacles start to make their way towards the carriage.
I'm gonna get my weapons out.
Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and share this beautiful map with you all so that you all can see it. And then I'm going to share it with the peeps. Okay? Let me know if you guys can see it.
Oh my goodness.
I see it.
Yes, the horses break free and actually take off across this bridge.
Darn it.
Is it the plant from Little Shop of Horse?
Feed me,
Feed me,
Seymour. Yeah, it could be. But yes, as you see this creature start to make its way towards, it's just shambling along as it makes its way out of this dense forest directly to your south. And I think we will need to roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. I have so many computers screens going on.
Oh, no.
Throw me off.
Don't forget to click guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, make sure to click your person so that we can make sure that we get it right. Nice.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, that is good. Let me turn on our timer here. Don't know why Athena's up there twice, but hey, who knows what she's up to? Athena. Yeah. So Athena, what did you end up getting? Was it a 16?
16. That 21 is a perception roll.
Ah, okay. I wonder how that happened. That's kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to ditch it. And we are going to roll. All right. So as you all can see, and so can our wonderful people who are visiting us in chat, there you go. So, Apton, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh, decisions. I'm going to yell out to the plant, "Are you sentient?"
That is really good. Are you using some sort of spell, or you're
No,
just calling out? Yeah, you're just calling out.
Maybe it speaks common, motherfucker.
Unfortunately, it does not answer you back.
Okay, in that case, I will go ahead and use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Which it has to make a Wisdom 16 savings throw.
Okay. Wisdom 16 savings throw. Okay. Let's see. It did not make it.
In case it takes 2d8 points of damage. Are you gonna roll it? Or are you gonna be a piece of crap? Cast on display.
What sort of damage is this, necrotic?
If target, yep, necrotic.
Okay, that's good.
I'm glad you think that's good. All right. Is the target missing any of it? Oh, hey, look, it's asking me a question. Submit. Cancel.
Okay, so
it takes 5.
5 necrotic damage. All right, very good. Okay, good. Athena, what are you doing?
I'll go off later. I'm gonna attack.
Okay, so you're going to so you're going to get out of the carriage and make your way.
My speed is 30. So, can I move like to there and attack in one?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Yeah, but you'll only be able to make one attack because you did more than 5 feet. What?
That's ridiculous. So, like, a normal person would only be able to move there and not be able to attack?
Yeah, I mean, if you do more than 5, if you took more than a 5-foot step, that would, you wouldn't be able to make a full attack. But you can make an attack. You can make one. Unless you want to hold it and wait for him to come closer, and then you could make a full attack. Do you want to do that instead?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna put you.
Let's try something else.
Well,
I've got a dagger.
Okay.
I've got 2 daggers.
Okay.
Actually, I got a lot more than that. But how far is he technically from me?
10 feet.
Yeah.
Like 15, 20 feet, something like that.
Alright. So I'm gonna throw a dagger. Did it work?
Let's see. You threw a dagger, and let's see. That was your attack was 18.
Yep.
That will hit.
Alright. 5. What'd I do?
You did 9 points of damage. Very
Okay.
nice. Okay.
Well, I got another attack because
Okay.
I'm a fighter. Throw another dagger.
Okay.
See if this one hits.
Oh shit! That's
Jeez.
crit.
Yep. Crit hit.
Alright.
So remember, you're going to do max damage, and then you're going to roll again for damage.
Okay, max damage is 1d4 plus 5.
So
Okay.
9
Okay.
plus 8, so 17.
All right. Excellent. Very good.
And then I'm gonna shift.
Okay. You're going to shift? Very good. All right. So it is time for the creature to make its move. And it's going to go. Let's see. It's 5.
Holy shit! The whole thing moves.
Yeah, this whole thing moves. Yeah. And what it is going to do is it's actually going to slam up, because you guys are still inside the carriage, it is going to slam up against the carriage and try to flip it.
Oh, I hope we have some good shocks.
So let's see how it does.
So
It's going to make a slam attack.
when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he technically? He's. It says against a target other than me. Is he technically attacking me, or is he attacking?
He is attacking. He's really attacking the carriage.
Okay, so I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Okay. All right. You want to go ahead and do that?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Do this one. It'll work?
That'll hit. Now wait. Okay. So you're using a great sword from inside the carriage. Are you kind of like stabbing with it? Because I don't really know how you would be able to slash with it if you're inside the carriage.
Is there a window?
There is a window. That's how you were able to see
Hanging out
it.
the window. Just hanging out the window going, cha cha cha.
So
Do you want me to change to a dagger?
it's totally up to you. I'm just going to say that instead of slashing damage, it'll have to be piercing. But I don't know really how sharp your two-handed greatsword would be. I mean, if you want to hang out the window, you can do that. Is that what you want to try?
Well, if he's focused on the thing,
I mean, you already hit it. We've already established that. I just want to know: are you going to be inside doing the attack, or are you going to be hanging outside when this thing hits this carriage?
I'm gonna be inside when he hits, and I'm gonna go reach out, go like that, and then go back in.
So she's using it as piercing.
Okay.
She's not slashing. She's piercing. She's poking.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to do as much damage. So I'm going to say, because you don't have the ability to really use it for its real intended purposes, which it is a slashing weapon. So we're going to you'll take a -4 hit point on that. So you have to subtract
-4 damage.
4. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and make your roll your damage.
The thing I pushed didn't go push again.
Okay, cool.
I'll
Still,
take it.
that is good. Yeah, that is 12. Yeah, that's excellent. All right, very good. Okay, so now at this time it attacks the carriage, and we're gonna see how well it does with this attack.
I think we're going on foot after this.
Okay.
I'll just ride on your shoulder.
All right. It slams with a 24, which literally lifts the carriage up and it topples over onto its side. So now this thing is sitting up against these trees over on this side, and it's up, and you both are now laying on the side, and you all have actually both taken some tumble damage. And so let's go ahead and get that resolved. It's not extreme.
Do we do a saving acrobatics?
If you had like uncanny dodge or something crazy like that, I don't know. But actually, you both only take 4 points of damage each.
All right, I'll take the 4.
Okay. Very
Tis but a
good.
flesh wound.
Tis but a scratch. Okay, Apton, you are now laying kind of under Athena on pressed against the door, which is now pressed against the ground.
Look, man, take your kinks somewhere else, DM.
And you guys are married, so I can do whatever the hell I want. I can make you all do stuff. No, I can't. But okay, so what are you?
Wolf and a mouse.
So right now the only exit you have is on the top of the carriage. And you can see these green limb things sort of reaching around, probing into the window. The door is shut. So at least you have that, but the windows are now broken and shattered. And that's why you took damage, is from the jostling and also the broken glass. So
Are any of its tentacles in here?
not yet.
Okay.
You can see them kind of probing around the top, but probably
Yeah, well,
any
you better
moment.
look out, because if he gets too close to that mouse is going to touch him.
Lay hands upon the wonderment. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and do Toll the Dead again.
Okay. So that is a wisdom save for our...
Yep.
18.
You son of a bitch. Let me see. Is it half or is it? If it's the target must succeed or take if the target is. Damn it! It survived. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So.
Fucking plants.
Alrighty. So
Come on, get out there and kill it, Christy.
So Athena, you are now, like I said, on the. Yeah, you kind of are able to wiggle past and so that, well, actually, Apton was able to wiggle up from under you so he could cast his spell, and you are now standing on the door, which was on his side.
On the inside.
Yeah.
So, would it be like a whole move to get out?
No, actually, if you threw open the door, which is now above you, and you could pull yourself up, I'm going to consider that a 5-foot step. So you would actually be able to make it to the top of the carriage.
And then hit him again?
Yeah, you can do your full attack.
Awesome, let's do that.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to climb up.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on top of the carriage. Have my sword out, and we're ready to go. You
Cool.
ready? Did it work? It worked.
That's sweet. It's an 18. That'll definitely hit. And so you're doing 11 damage?
Alright, and I get to do it again, because I'm a badass fighter. I don't know if it hit. Oh, it did hit.
Yep, 21 will definitely hit.
And then, because I'm a wolf, I get this one too.
Okay, so how much damage did you do? You did 12. Okay, then you did 12 and 6.
11, 12, and 6.
Okay. So, okay. Cool. Okay, very good. Alrighty. So now this creature is going to. Okay. It is going to do a slam against Athena. And it has multiple attack. So it will actually be able to do it. Actually, what it's going to probably try to do is it's going to do the sham. It's going to do the slam. It's going to try to grapple. And then on its next turn, it will be able to swallow you.
To what?
Swallow you. Engulf. Take you into its mouth.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how this works. Alrighty, so we are. Let me see if I can click on people. I can't. That's okay. All right, so let's see how this works. So it is going to try to slam against you, and unfortunately, I don't think that will hit. It is a 9.
Ooh, I'm nimble.
So it is going to try its second slam attack with a 12, and that definitely probably won't hit either.
I'll roll out of the way.
All right, excellent. Okay, so we're back now up to the top with Apton. Okay, so now Apton, you are standing, and you can see Athena is now above you, kind of dodging these green leafy tendrils as they reach out to grasp at her. But she is way too nimble for that. What would you like to do?
Do you think I would be able to jump onto it?
Okay, if you jump up onto the top, you would be able to get to. That's your 5-foot step. Then you could leap using acrobatics, and see if you could land, and you would still also get 1 attack.
1 action, as in I could cast a spell, or an attack, as in I could attack.
No, you could get it. You could cast a spell if you'd like.
All right, I'll go ahead and give that a try.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, excellent. So you go ahead and make your 5-foot step, which was the jump from the bottom through the door, and so now you're on the top. Go ahead and make your acrobatics.
Don't fuck me, game.
A 22. Okay, so literally you bound off of the roof and you land pretty much square in the back of this creature, kind of vaulting over its tendrils.
Pika!
Okay.
It'd be really cool if I was using electric attack right now, but I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
So obviously I should be able to make a touch attack against its AC.
Okay. That is fine. Yeah, it has a natural armor of 15. So yeah, you are able to touch it. Yes.
Alright, so this is Inflict Wounds as a 3rd level spell.
Okay. Okay. And this is just a normal
It's
it's
necrotic damage.
Awesome. Very nice.
Really? That's it? 4d10? You son of a bitch. I know.
Okay, so 19 necrotic damage. Very good. All right. Athena, what are you doing? Yeah, you literally just see Apton launch himself off of the carriage, vaulting, kind of somersaulting over these tendrils, landing on the back, and then it's almost like he's going clear, and he touches it, and you see this dark energy emanate from his hands. You've seen this dark energy before. You kind of wonder, has he went to the dark side? Probably. So, What are you going to do? Okay, so I guess you are attacking with your greatsword. Unfortunately, you were unable to land the hit. The tendrils are moving so fast. Of course, you have another attack.
She's looking at her. She's looking at something.
That's fine. You guys are doing good.
Darn it. Alright, so I've got a precision attack.
Okay.
To make a weapon attack roll, I can expend 1 superiority die and add it to the roll before or after the roll, but before any effects are applied.
Okay.
Are they 2d6? Let's see my count. Nope, I get 4d8s.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Well, I've got four superiority dice. I can roll 1d8 per chance. But, well, yeah, go ahead and try. Yeah, let's see if it'll work. How's it? Oh, it did 4. That's not what I wanted it to do.
That's not what you wanted?
No. There. Let's add the 6 to it.
Okay. Alrighty. So was that your second attack?
No, that was the first attack.
She added a superiority dice to be able to hit.
Oh, okay, cool.
The
Okay.
great sword.
So you ended up doing 6 points of damage?
18 is to hit.
Okay. So
Now she has to roll the damage on it.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll the damage. So you did 12?
Yep.
Slashing. Very nice. All right, very good.
Now I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
I'll take that one. I don't need a superiority dice for that one. So I did 15 damage.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Alright. Well, since I'm a wolf, I'm going to hit him again.
Okay. For 6. Okay.
Alright, I'm done.
Very good. All right. So, the creature is going to use its first attack against Athena, and then it's going to use its second attack against Apton. So, it is going to slam Athena, or try to at least. 25.
Ouch.
Okay, very good. And you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked onto the other side of the cart. You're now on the ground. Okie dokie. But yeah, you take bludgeoning damage from that. So yeah, you're now actually on the other side of the cart. Apton, you're actually on the back of this creature, so you need to make sure that you're...
Yeah, I forgot.
That's okay.
Oh,
hold on a minute. Let me...
I'm inside of him.
Oh no, you're inside. Well, that might actually happen, so hold on a minute. Okay, so he is now going to slam against you, hitting you with an 18, doing 8 points of damage.
Oh, he hit me?
Yeah, with an 18. Are you able to be hit with an 18?
I am.
Oh.
When a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see makes an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dex save of 16 or higher.
Okay. A dex save of 16 or higher. Let's give that a shot. It failed.
All right. He's going to take 2d8.
Okay.
And I'll roll that.
Okay. Wrath of Storms, 2d8. So he takes
That was
5.
minimal damage.
I'm sorry?
That was minimal damage, son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
So what type of damage is this? Is this electrical?
Lightning or thunder, so I will choose lightning.
Okay, very good. You pulse with this electrical energy, and as you do, something really kind of strange actually happens. It looks as though you've actually healed this creature by your actions.
Bang! Cut the shit, man. Cut the shit.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, unfortunately, shambling mounds are actually healed by electrical damage.
Well, good thing I didn't roll max damage on that then.
That would have been fun. Okay, so we're now back up at.
You got to roll damage on me.
Oh, I got to roll damage. I thought I did. I thought you took 8 points of damage from the
It's
slam. Yep, 8.
Okay.
And you're actually knocked from the back of this creature, and you are over here. You see where I'm pulsing?
Yep. I'll move myself for you.
Well, I can try to move the creature out of the way so you can get to you. There you go.
I think that's what you said. Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. So, Apton, you are now prone on the ground, so you're actually going to have to spend
You
this
say.
time standing up.
You say, sir. I think I can still cast spells while prone.
Oh, you can. Oh no, I'm not saying that you can't.
I will do Toll the Dead, which will be necrotic damage.
Okay.
Wisdom 16, please, sir.
Wisdom?
Or actually, don't roll the 16.
I didn't.
Awesome. So I will click this.
Okay.
And yes. He takes 21 damage.
He takes 21 damage and actually succumbs to his injuries. And the plant falls apart lifeless, and you are now you're out of combat. Woot woot indeed.
Since Roll20 or D&D Beyond doesn't let you create your own magical items, that handkerchief that I have does 1d6 heal?
Yes.
Okay. I will go ahead and stand up and dab my brow.
Very good.
Ha! Awesome. I'll hold 2 points.
That is good.
It's alright.
It's all right. It'll work. Okay, that's cool. Alrighty. So that is great that you all were able to actually defeat this creature. Alrighty. So I guess we need to go back.
I guess I'll come out of beast mode.
You could heal, don't you? You heal when you're in that form?
No, I get an extra HP, which has been taken.
Oh.
And I have a second win.
I suppose you should save it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I will survey the damage to said cart.
Oh, no,
And
look for my
go-
two daggers that I threw.
This thing's fucked.
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. So yeah, you go over the cart, looking at it and seeing exactly what, if anything, can be done with it. You see that the 2 wheels that are on the far side of where the mound was have been shattered. So both of those wheels are shot. There is a spare wheel on the back, but you, not knowing enough about wheelwrights and things of that nature, you're not really too sure how you would be able to even put it on, but you still are down. And unfortunately, your horses have ran across that bridge to the northwest. And they are out of sight, so you do not see them.
And I'm assuming none of our homies are with us, correct?
No, unfortunately, you don't see anyone. The only really good thing about it, out of the whole thing, was that there wasn't enough lamp oil left in the lamps that it didn't catch the carriage on fire when it got flipped over. That was probably the one saving grace.
Well then.
Trust me, I was thinking about that too. That would have been awesome. You guys trapped in a burning carriage.
Of course you're thinking about how to goss, you monster.
Super dick mode.
Was there any sort of loot or anything on this here monster?
Well, actually, as you're looking through its leafy carapace for the most part, yeah, you're actually able to see that this creature has probably been waylaying people along the road here for probably a while. And it's because you're finding things like bits of clothing, and every once in a while you come upon a sometimes like a little belt pouch or a belt or something like that that has either a knife, just a regular sort of utensils, but you are able to come away with 15 gold pieces and 30 silver that you were able to pull out of the leafy remnants of this creature.
And while digging through, do I see any of the bodies of our comrades or anything?
There is some fresh, kind of fresh meat in there that looks as though, but you're not really too sure. It has gotten to a point where it's, I guess, the internal stomach juices of this creature. It even really doesn't even have much of a stomach, being that it's just mostly a giant plant. Has already.
Why would they not wake us up? You know, you get attacked. You'd think you'd call on the two people that have swords.
Well, you're also kind of thinking that your horses may have actually carried you further.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so your comrades may actually be further down the road.
As in behind us?
Yeah. You don't know how far this has gone. You're kind of thinking that the where your cart had stopped was because the horses were a little apprehensive about going across the bridge. But their minds were made up quickly when they saw the gigantic plant monster bearing down upon them.
Oh. So there is a possibility that the people are still alive back before us, or we're pretty sure they're dunzos?
You really don't know. You're not really too sure how far your horses have taken you away from the initial point of contact.
Okay, so the barrel of alcohol that I was given, was that in the cart that just got overturned, or was that in one of our Teamsters carts?
Well, you just you just have the carriage.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because really about the only reason that you had the carts was to deliver those gifts to the king of Furiandi. So all of your equipment or all of your other items, such as the wine, was stored on top of the carriage. So
Did it survive?
Did it survive? Well, you know what? Let's see if it did. I'm going to say that you probably tried to pack it in such a way that you were protecting it. So I'm going to say that there is probably a 75% chance that it survived. Okay? So let's see what we get on this roll. 26. That's great. Yeah, it is fine.
Maybe a little mixed up, but
Yeah, it's nicely it's shaken, not stirred. Yes.
So I might be confused.
Okay.
So we had an escort with us, correct?
That was only until Ironstead.
So who all was with us?
just our drivers.
Just your drivers.
Oh, okay. Then never the fuck mind. I don't care anymore.
Only 2 people. Never mind.
Once again, the dark side comes out in our cleric.
Something. Dark side.
That's right. All right, so
Now, all the dead bodies in there are all crunched up, right?
yeah, it's all crunchy.
So nothing.
Edible? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, so are there any piles of bones or a corpse of a medium or humanoid in there?
There are. And also you notice that sort of behind this creature, it leaves like a trail of discarded calcium deposits, sort of, bone-like in structure. Some of them have been, kind of
Get my
disturbing.
daggers back.
Yes, you were able to get your daggers back. That is not a problem.
So, since you brought up the dark side, I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and share it in roll 20. It's Animate Dead.
Okay.
It creates an undead servant for 24 hours. And I can use a bonus action each turn to have it, if we're in a battle, I can use a bonus action to cause it to move. It's under my control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any commands I've given to it. To maintain control, I must give it another 24 hours. I have to cast it again after 24 hours.
Okay. So, so remind us again, what is your alignment?
It is neutral good, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, in this one, it didn't really do any of that alignment for spell stuff.
But Animate Dead is, and especially being that you are for the purpose that this spell is primarily cast, which is you're commanding the dead, which means you're pretty much enslaving the dead. And you don't
I'll pay them a fair wage.
And you pay them a fair wage. Oh, okay, wow. It's like the slavery with extra steps. Is that what we're talking about here?
Well, if you think about it, we all work. It's all slavery.
Oh Lord. Okay. So, I am going to go ahead and put. You know what? I'm going to defer to your traveling companion as she watches you start to assemble these assorted parts as you're going and casting this spell. Athena, you're at first you're not really too sure what is occurring. You just see him going through this mound, pulling out bones and pulling out half-eaten tissues, half-desiccated tissue, and he's assembling it on the ground in such a way that it. And I need you to make an intelligence, just an intel check there. Just want to see.
It's not the savings throw.
I'm not attacking you.
No, you're not being attacked or anything. I just kind of
Well,
need to
I'm
know.
just trying to figure out which button I push.
It should just be under your intelligence.
Go.
Yeah.
Work.
Just to see if you happen to kind of gather what is actually occurring. Okay, so yeah, you're standing there, and then all of a sudden it hits you, and you're thinking, wait. He is actually animating a dead person, or parts of a dead person, and I'm not really too sure how you would feel about that. You have your own agency here, so I need to know how you feel about what you're seeing. Being that your alignment,
I've been more of a neutral person. I really don't
right.
care one way or the other.
Okay. So, so I guess you were not going to try to dissuade in any way, shape, or form. You're just going to kind of.
Is there going to be any?
If we're gonna, are we having a house rule to where this is going to be considered evil magic? Because in 5e they kind of got rid of alignment restriction stuff. Because if it is, then I wouldn't have taken and used it.
Now I'm going to let you go ahead and go with this.
Okay.
But
because I'm planning on making this guy carry my shit.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what it is. On the servant thing?
No, it's Animate Dead. He'll fight for me.
Okay. Well, we lost one companion. Might as well get another one.
We didn't. Yeah, there we go.
Wow. Okay, so there you have it. Yeah, primarily in worlds that I run, and this also for those folks who may be watching in chat, I primarily have it so that necromancers in general usually have a bad rap because actual civilized society would probably look upon this type of activity as being pretty taboo.
Yeah, but we're in the forest.
Yeah, you were in a dire situation. It would be almost kind of like if you were in a plane crash and you had to eat the guy next to you because he died in the snow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, I totally understand where you're coming from.
We were in a carriage crash.
Yeah, you were in a carriage crash. You haven't had to eat anyone yet, which is good. But yeah, I could definitely see where you would be able to rationalize this. And
like you said, they'll carry our stuff.
Carry your stuff. That's true. Okay, so after a minute of chanting and assemblage, you are finally able to put together a roughly 6 foot tall zombie.
Ooh, if you want to go ahead and share what when you get a chance to look up what a zombie stats are.
Yeah.
And I will screenshot it and I will use that to make decisions on what he's doing.
Okay, perfect. Let me actually just look over here in my compendium, and I will be able to bring that up for you. Zombies, baby. Okay, so I am going to attempt to share this with everyone. Don't know if it's going to
be. Are you doing it on the Roll20 compendium?
I am.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to actually drop it in
like a thought.
Yeah, into the chat. Let's see if it'll let me do it, because sometimes it's being weird. But that's okay. Hold on a minute. I think I can do it. Should be able to. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it might. Okay, and boom. Okay, so here is all the information on zombies.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Do with it what you will.
All right. So okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some stuff on the zombie.
Okay.
And we'll continue our walkage.
Okay, very good. All right. Very good.
Now I got a little buddy. His name is Kevin.
It's Kevin. Okay,
His name is
so
Kevin.
very good. So as you all pack up Kevin and get him roadworthy, stripping everything else off that you could possibly think to take with you. One of the carriage lamps is in good condition. The other one was smashed pretty badly and it was trapped under the cart. So if you want to take an oil lamp, but I don't know if you actually have any oil with you, but
Doesn't he have a fire thing?
No, no.
yeah. And of course, usually they would bring extra oil, but when the cart was overturned, the oil was spilt out. So
I do have oil. I have 3 oil.
okay, very good. So you were able to take the hooded lantern off of the cart. So now you have an extra hooded lantern.
Woo.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
And I go. I have a map. I'm assuming, like from all of our documents and stuff like that, or
Yes.
are we okay? So I'm gonna see if I can look on the map and see where we are, based using this bridge and river as a point of reference.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to find that you are actually just right up in this region next to, like, right around in here. There's like a little tributary that is. So you're not actually too far away from Amarillo, but it is still, for walking distance, would take some time. And also remember that you are in a pretty deep forest that. That does not afford a lot of light. Of course, with Athena is fine because of her night vision abilities, but you, Apton...
Hold my hand, I'll lead you.
To be fair, I'm calling a little bit of bullshit that they didn't get mouse folk night dark vision,
You would
or
think,
at least
right?
low light.
You would think, right?
But, yeah, you'd think, but
Yeah.
no. But
Well, it's a
so
isn't Mousefolk a homebrew race?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you get.
I didn't homebrew it.
Yeah, but you picked it. Okay.
Sure. Well, I originally wanted to make a elephant rogue, but that was turned down for bullshit.
Yes.
I just thought it'd be fun. 350-pound elephant hiding in the rafters. I mean, what's wrong with that? They do a stealth check.
Yeah.
I am the coat rack in the room.
Yeah. You picking locks and doing sleight of hand checks. Yeah.
It would have been so funny.
Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I will ask Athena to kind of lead the way, and just keep heading on the path, heading northeth, westeth.
Northwest. Okay. So yeah, you go ahead and continue on. You cross the bridge.
I will be trying to do perception checks to see if I can hear or see our horses.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah. So yeah. So you can do that at any time that you would like. I'll kind of explain the. It's a very stable bridge. You are able to cross it without any problems and make your way over to the other side. You listen, but the stream is kind of preventing you from hearing better. So you're kind of thinking as you get further down the path, you may be able, once you're out of the sound of the running water, it might be easier for you to pick up sounds.
It's the sound of music.
So, as you are going through, Athena, you're looking ahead, and do you have survival?
I do.
Why don't you do that to see if you can pick up the tracks? Yeah, you're able to actually see the tracks of these horses. It doesn't look as though they have strayed off of the path or tried to go into the forest. They have maintained their track along the actual road itself. So you're thinking they probably have not gone far, probably just far enough up the road to get out of that sense of danger that animals would be able, once they realize that they don't hear it, they don't see it, usually they would calm down a little bit. Of course, I'm not an animal expert in any way, shape, or form. All I have are cats, so I cannot speak for horses or their habits.
I was riding a horse one time. I was like 5, and I fell off, and the horse freaked out and ran and hid and started shaking because she was scared she hurt me.
Aw, that's sad. But at least you didn't get hurt.
Actually, I broke my arm.
Oh, you broke your arm. Oh, crap. Okay, well.
Yeah, see, my dad knew how to roll off a horse, but he hadn't taught me yet because I was only 5.
Yeah, it's important, I guess. I don't know. The only interactions I really ever had with horses were when I was 5. And then after that, I hate to break away from the game, but it's such a great story. And you guys know how I love to tell stories.
That's why you're a DM.
That's why I'm the DM. I was on guard duty in Germany one night, and it was probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was dark as all get out there. And I'm leaning up against this fence, and I didn't even hear this horse, and I don't even know why it was out. I mean, it's dark as all get out. Who lets their horse out at night? And I'm leaning up against, the railing of this fence. I don't have my back to a post. I'm just leaning against the rail. And all of a sudden, something hits me in the back and pitches me forward, and I fall down, landing on my M16A2. And thank God it wasn't raining or anything, because it would have just been a muddy mess, because it's Germany. And I wheel around as fast as I can and whip my flashlight on, and there's this horse standing right there, looking at me, looking at him, and I'm thinking, what the hell is a horse doing? I mean, I don't know that much about horses, but usually people lock them up at night, right? I mean, I got chickens, and I lock the little monsters up, because who knows what they'll do. Actually, they won't do anything. They just go to sleep. So I wake up the other guys who are in the track, and we're all out there, and we had a bag of apples. And we fed this horse until I think it got sick, because we just kept feeding it. And once we ran out of apples, we gave it bananas. So that's like, I don't know what happens to horses when they get like a lot of fruit. They probably like shit themselves. I don't know what they do. But that horse was... we were there for 2 days, and that horse pretty much hung out with us the entire 2 days.
Yeah, you fed it apples.
We gave it apples, I know. We were feeding it the craziest stuff, too. We were opening up MREs, and like, well, it's strawberries. They'll eat strawberries, right? We were feeding it dehydrated strawberries. We were not good people. We were not.
I don't remember what they call it. Horses will eat meat.
They'll eat
They
meat.
are.
Holy
I want to say they're like. It's not passive. I can't remember. It's like convenient predators. They will eat meat if it's conveniently there. So if you had like baby chickens next to a horse, it'll just reach over and eat it.
Oh my God.
Same thing with cats. They'll eat like just about anything.
Well, yeah, cats definitely. Alrighty, so
Cats will hunt too.
Yeah.
Except Ashlyn, mine won't hunt, but.
Okay, so you all walk steadily for probably about another hour. Go ahead and make another perception check, both of you, please.
I keep having to remember what computer I'm using.
I understand that. Okay, so yeah, as you're making your way, Athena, in the distance, you can actually see in the low light vision that you have, you can pick out there are 2 horses standing on the side, or kind of in the middle of the road. They're not even on the sides. They're just sort of standing on the road and eating grass along the sides. There's not a lot of grass here because they're eating other types of plants. There's not really a lot of grass because of the there's really not a lot of sunlight that breaks through here. So ground foliage is kind of hard, but they did find some trees that had like lower branches that they were able to pull some leaves off of. They do not seem to be concerned of your approach, and they actually, once they see you coming, they actually start to make their way over towards you. So now you have your horses.
Okay, we killed the big bad tree.
Yeah, they do not have saddles because they were really mostly cart and carriage horses. So to ride them, you may have to do a little modification, but you would definitely be able to do so.
Do they have the harness?
They still have their harnesses on.
I meant they have the bridle things?
Yeah, bent bridles. Yeah, they still have. Okay, so yeah.
Not much modification. You just jump on the back of the horse and go.
Right. But it will be a little bit difficult because you don't actually have a saddle, so you will have to roll riding with advantage. Just to see if you were able to pull it off.
Riding?
I think it's animal handling, maybe. I don't think it's riding. Or is there a riding skill in this? Because I know. Oh, okay. Well, so Athena, you climb up, and well, you remember you get advantage, so you have to roll again. So
Yeah,
Apton, I guess you're good. So Apton, okay, yeah. So you literally kind of like throw yourself over the top of this thing and fall off on the other side and hit the ground, and you take 1 hit point of damage.
Oops.
Watching her fail miserably, I realized that even if I can ride it, it won't make a difference because she can't. So I tell her we should just walk our horses.
Wait, what?
You failed miserably. If I can get on mine and ride, what's it going to do for you? You're going to still have to walk with us. So I might as well walk.
So actually, if you take the time to maybe work on making some modifications, you might be able to get another chance to do it. But at this point in time, it would be almost impossible to ride them in the state that they are in. And these horses are primarily, like I said, they are draft horses. So they are cart horses. They're not usually ridden. So you also have that to contend with. Once again, for people who happen to be in the chat who know more about horses than me, it's cool. It's my world. So this is how Brian works horses in his world. They're dicks. They will throw you off. But yeah, I mean, you could take the time to do so. You're still not really too sure what time of day it is, though, and you're kind of wondering what happens when the birds that you normally listen to fall silent. That's what you're kind of dreading inwardly.
Let's keep moving. I suggest we keep walking and eventually, hopefully, maybe find a spot where we can see the sky and figure out what we're going to do, whether or not take a break or...
I don't think we're going to reach a spot that we can see the sky until we get to the town for how dense the forest is.
Okay.
Well, once we get out to where that... Are we at where that water is?
Yeah, you are actually like right here at this point. But you've actually walked a little bit of ways, so you're really here. Like now.
Well, looking at the map, Can I tell if there's going to be another bridge up ahead?
You think that there on the map you see that there is another bridge to your northwest. So you're thinking in this area, but that is going to be at least another maybe 2 or 3 hour walk.
Well, if we get to that bridge, we can try setting up camp there, and that way we only have one way in, one way out on either side of the bridge.
Right.
Good hold-up position. If anybody shows up, we have friends or enemies to take care of.
Right. Very, 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 very cool. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you all gather the horses and you start to slowly make your way towards or up the road. Of course, it is still such a twilight. Actually, it's more than twilight. It's almost night-like conditions, and the horses seem to be reacting a little better with you all near. But every once in a while, you can see their ears like turn if they hear something in the forest that is a little concerning to them, and you continue to make your way north. So by the time you actually make it to that bridge, you can see the bridge looming in the distance, and make a perception check. All right.
Finding it. Hold on.
That's cool. Okay. So, Apton, you're the one who realizes it first. As you continue to trudge along and listening to your horses and things, you realize that the songbirds have stopped. At first, it was a little. It was faint at first. Now they have gone completely quiet, and you just have that feeling that actual night, or at least a twilight, has occurred above the canopy. And then Athena, you end up picking up on his as he sort of looks to the sky or looks to the canopy above and realizing that it has grown significantly quieter in the forest.
Is it quieter or is it dead silent?
It's not a dead silence. Every once in a while, you'll hear something in the forest. It could be anything from maybe a squirrel or maybe some other sort of creature, scampering up a tree, or it may actually be a piece of a tree falling. So, but it's not like loud crashing sort of noises, like if something was coming towards you at a high rate of speed. It's normal sort of sounds that you would get in a forest at night. Some of them are a little surprising. You actually hear like the caws of like a rabbit that has been caught by a fox or something like that, where it's like a scream. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the screams of rabbits, but they do. They actually make screaming noises, which is terrible.
I use that sound when I'm gator hunting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is quite useful. Also, probably would be useful for coyotes, things of that nature.
Sounds like making a kissing noise, like.
But it's louder.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So.
I'm not in danger of being eaten, so I'm not screaming like that.
Thank goodness. Alrighty. So, you all are now finding yourself at the entryway, or the southeastern side of the bridge.
Then I will suggest to Athena that we make camp here on the bridge.
On the bridge?
Yep.
Is it a sturdy bridge?
Yeah, it's very similar to the one that
Okay.
that you passed over before. It is made of both stone, mostly stone, with some wood, but not a lot of wood. It's primarily stone.
Okay.
Okay. The water seems to be clear and dark, but it's not. The only reason it's dark is because of the lack of light. But it does look very clean, and it seems to be running relatively fast. So you get an idea that it might be somewhat drinkable, but of course,
Are the horses gonna drink from it?
yeah. I mean, you can lead them there, and they probably
Well,
will drink it.
if they drink from it, then it's okay to drink.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Are you saying that horses know the difference between good water and bad water?
Yes.
That's an assumption that you're making.
No, it's a survival tactic.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you also
The horses are drinking it and they aren't dropping dead right away, then we're good.
Dysentery doesn't hit you right away. Do you know this?
Well, you know what?
Are these the canaries in your coal mine? Is this what you're using your?
Dysentery is just poops, so.
And it can kill you.
Yeah, you can get dehydrated, so that's not a good thing.
I'll just drink some fucking wine.
That is true. You could do that too. Okay, so
Yeah, we got wine.
that's right. Yeah, you do actually have wine, and it's a pretty significant amount, so it's not like it would be. But yeah, the horses are partaking of the crystal stream, which runs right under the bridge, and you all just go ahead and start setting up camp. Like I said, the bridge is primarily made of stone, so if you actually did want to build a campfire, you probably could build it right in the middle of the bridge if you wanted. It would not damage the bridge in any significant way. So,
That you know of.
right. Well, that you know of. It's like, yes, all those stones are made of, some sort of flammable or explosive material. Yeah, great. Nice bridge. Okay. So as you all start settling in and gathering some wood that is just along the roadside, you don't feel comfortable about stepping off of the road too far into the forest. You just have this feeling that where you saw one of those strange shambling creatures before, how easy would it be for another one to be hiding in the woods? You certainly wouldn't want to have to face another. But you do feel more comfortable being in the center of the bridge. The horses eventually make their way back up and are standing along the bridge, kind of keeping an eye on, and you're able to tie them to a railing there so that they are at least close, but they're not close enough that they would trample you in the night, hopefully. If something should spook them. Okay, so you all are you all setting a watch, or what are you all planning on doing?
Are we gonna set a watch?
Oh, you mean like not an alarm clock watch? I was gonna say I don't have one of those. But yes, I can have Kyle take a watch.
Oh yeah.
He has 60 feet dark vision.
It's your buddy Kyle.
Nice, because that way we can both get a good long rest.
Okay.
So before I go to sleep, I'm gonna recast Animate Dead.
Okay.
That way I know it's good for at least 24 hours.
Okay.
So I rehab him.
Okay.
The other thing I was gonna do, which I can't do because that was my last 3rd level spell, was Meld into stone, which allows me to go into stone for 8 hours. So I could sleep completely protected because I'd be inside stone.
So
Wow.
I'm the one in trouble if we get attacked.
Yeah, well, I can be awoken, and then I rise from the stone like a stone zombie monster. Actually, I can cast spells from while inside of it, so.
So it kind of sucks to be you, huh, Athena?
You're the tank.
Yeah.
But I can't do that, so I will be sleeping with the
fishes?
non-stone melding people.
The non-stone melding people. Those other people. Right. Okay, so yeah. So you all settle in. You break out your packs and everything, get your bedding down, and finally, as you leave, was it Kevin or Kyle? Kyle. As you leave Kyle to stand watch over your sleeping forms, go ahead and make a Constitution check for both of you. A 3.
And what's this in regards to?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Oh, mine's a 25.
Yours is a nat 20.
Nice.
Whew.
Okay. So,
I'll
so Athena, you literally pass out. I mean, you pass out and you are in a deep, deep sleep. Where Apton, you are laying there, kind of tossing and turning, and just can't seem to get comfortable to a point where there's just so much weighing on your mind. Things that have happened, things that have occurred. You're always in the back of your mind the warning that was given to you by the bishop about the revenant, wondering if the revenant is in the woods right now watching you, or is it on your tail. You look up at Kyle thinking, could Kyle take on the revenant if it had to, would you be able to escape in time? Is it a type of creature that you could possibly defeat? So you're just kind of overtaken, and it takes you a while before you finally fall into that sleep. And once you finally do, it's a troubling sleep. So I'd like for both of you to make perception checks with disadvantage. Okay. So
My disadvantage is a 20.
okay. So Apton, you, like I said, you were in such a state where you hear something. You hear footfalls on the bridge that awake you, and at first you think you may be dreaming it, but they're getting closer. Now this is a really good sized bridge, so you're thinking that you may have a little bit of time. Athena, though, you are in such a deep REM state that you don't even realize, and being that it's so dark here, there's the sun, which would normally wake you, it doesn't, and so you are still asleep. Apton, what are you doing?
Have I gotten a long rest?
Oh yeah.
And have I?
I'm going to say you have, but you are probably more closer. There's probably a better chance of you becoming. There's a word for it.
Exhausted?
Maybe exhausted. Yeah. I mean, you definitely don't want to push yourself. And yeah. So.
I just want to make sure I get them spell slots back.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? You can't see them yet, but you...
I'm assuming Athena and I were laying next to each other.
Yes. Not spooning, but laying next to each other.
She needed my body heat. I'm going to go ahead and give her...
my arm.
I'm going to go ahead and give her a little bit of a kick.
Okay.
And I will use Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And I will make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal.
Okay.
And I will go, who goes there?
You, at this point in time, you hear multiple horses stop probably about 25 yards away from you on this bridge. and you hear. Go ahead and make an intelligence check. And does any of you speak Elvish? I don't think any of you speak Elvish, do you?
Squeak.
Squeak speak?
Wait, what check?
Intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You believe what you're hearing is probably Elvish. It may be a dialect. But as soon as this booming voice, I mean, it actually, it kind of scares your horses a little bit, but of course they're tied to the railing, so they can't get away. And you hear a voice calling out in the darkness. First it speaks in a language you cannot comprehend. And then the next one, it is in common. And it says, and who are you who travels upon the Queen's Road and camps upon it?
Queen's Road.
Do you actually...
Emissaries of the King of Furiandi.
You see... Right? Yes. You see now that these... You hear... multiple people getting off of dismounting from horses, and they start to approach you on the and now they strike up lanterns and are shining them towards you.
I'm gonna go, don't mind Kyle, he's friendly.
You see, as they start to make their approach, you can now see that there are at least 6, possibly even 8 elven rangers who have assembled themselves, and one of them is approaching you, who's wearing a green cape and hood and carrying a long bow. And
do they have any insignias on there?
You do see an insignia, but it's not the same as yours. And of course, you also remember you're no longer in Furiandi. You are in the Vesve. So these are completely different people than you have left behind. And the one who is approaching, kind of backlit by his companions. And he stands probably about 10 feet away from Kyle, and he looks in and says, and looks upon Kyle and says, and what sort of man would create such an abomination, who would call himself the friend of the King of Furiandi?
One who is in need of help, and none to be had. And halfway through that, with the booming voice, I'll stop and clear my throat and end the spell, and then continue talking.
Okay.
I don't want to yell at the guy. I don't need to be that loud in front of him.
Yeah, being that he's now probably about 25, 30 feet away from you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be able to definitely hear you.
One who needed someone to carry his stuff.
Okay.
I'm a mouth folk. What do you want from me?
Okay, so now the other rangers start to make their way up, and he now he is lit, and you can actually see his face. It's an elven male, and accompanied by other elves, and he says, "I am Charon, at the House of Narrowwinds."
Oh God, it's a Karen.
So, welcome to the Vesve. So you are diplomats. Do you have papers?
I will pull the papers from my sleeve.
Okay.
And show them to him.
Okay. So he quickly looks over them, passes them back to another who reads through them, and he says, "Yes, the seal is correct." He said, "So, what is your quest, so to speak, or what duty are you here to perform in the Vesve?"
Forgot.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I didn't forget, because I'm the DM.
Yeah. I believe we're bringing documents, aren't we?
You are actually delivering documents from Chendal to the Queen of the Vesve in Amariel. Now that's one of your side missions. Your main mission, of course,
Something with the dragon.
you have an option. You can choose not to divulge that mission, or you can tell him of your greater mission.
I'm going to stick with delivering a letter from the king to the queen.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
I remembered that. Not the other one.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so very good. And he looks over your little encampment, and he returns the papers to you. And he said, "Interesting. Why have you found yourself on the road here this night?"
About 2 to 3 hours walk, as the mouse walks. We were attacked by a bush, and it decided that tipping our cart was about as fun as tipping a cow. And we're walking to Amariel.
Then you hear someone in the background walking to Amariel. Oh my gosh. And he says, "Well, luckily for you that we have found you. There's a good chance that you would not have made it to the capital." Said, "Well, you have horses, I see, but it looks as though you do not have the proper ability to ride them."
They were pulling our fancy cart, but as stated, it is no longer as fancy, nor really a cart.
I see. So he says, "Well, if you don't mind riding double, we can get you to Amariel."
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you do not want Kyle to come along.
That is true. Unfortunately, such a creature would not probably be accepted well in the capital. I am sorry. I understand what you were trying to accomplish, and I see that it did actually help you in some way, shape, or form. But here in the Vespe, especially in the elves, being that we hold life so dear, that would not be acceptable.
Well, then I asked you to give me a few moments to handle the situation.
Say your goodbyes.
Yeah.
Love
To
you,
my-
man.
My best friend, Kevin, Kyle, whatever his name
Kyle,
was.
Kevin. You just keep mixing his name up.
I was actually doing well.
Thank goodness he doesn't have feelings. He's not going to sit there and correct you. How nice.
Nerve ending. I will go ahead and set up a
A trust fund?
I will set up like a I don't want to say sanctuary, but a place off the side of the road near the water, and set up like a place to pray, like
Okay.
a prayer area to I don't want to say I'm making like a sacrifice to Cord, but I am like
I'm going to sacrifice this thing to Cord.
I'm saying like thanking him for his help and for the use of his remains as I put him out of his misery.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to remove the magic.
Oh no,
from him.
that's not how that spell works. Apparently,
Oh.
If I dispel this, you then gain control of said zombie,
Yes. Do it.
and he is yours to do with as you wit. Yeah, no. You can pray all you want.
I see.
I am going to pull out my mace, which I think got some sort of weird buff the other gaming session.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask Cord to give me the strength to put this creature... No. I'm going to ask Cord to give me the strength to help put Kyle back to rest.
Okay.
And if this fails, it's just going to be me going... making a whole mess out of it.
The center just beat it. You just literally beat it into a pulp.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll. You do have advantage because it is just standing there waiting for its command from you. It's not putting up any sort of defense or anything. It's just looking at you with its vacant eye sockets. So you get to try one more time. Okay, yeah, you were able to hit it, and you smack it really good. So go ahead and... do you get 2 attacks now, or are you just still down to 1?
Get 1.
Okay, so yeah, you crack it upside the skull, but it just kind of snaps, makes this snapping noise, and it just sort of just stares at you, uncomprehending of what has actually occurred to it.
Damn it, Cord.
Oh, add a +1 to that damage.
Oh, okay.
So it's 4.
Oh, it's just +1 now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, in that case, I will do something a little bit different. Seeing that the mace was not my go-to of abilities.
Okay.
So he gets a +3 to con saves. You son of a bitch. I will go ahead and use Word of Radiance.
Okay.
You utter a word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within your range must succeed a Constitution savings throw or take 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
You want to roll that?
Yeah. Let me bring up that zombie real quick. Let me just see what he's got here. Okay, so yeah, he's got a +3 con save. Dang, that is crazy. Well, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what happens.
Don't make it any worse than it has to be, Kyle.
Just lay down, Kyle. Don't get up. Okay, so let's see what we can do here with Mr. Kyle. All right, so he's going to roll, and he's going to get a +3 to it. He only made an 11.
All right.
So what ends up happening? He takes 8 radiant damage. How much hit points does he have? He doesn't really have a lot, does he?
I think he has 22.
Holy crap, dude. You're going to just be sitting here like... Okay, so far you have done 12 damage.
Can I attack him without it, Rudy?
No, I have to do this myself. Like Old Yeller. It's my dog. I gotta put him down. Oh, spoiler for anybody who hasn't read or seen Old Yeller by now. But that's on you, bro. That's on you. And I will go ahead and do it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Actually, I kind of want to do Toll the Dead, but I think Word of Radiance is probably more...
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Jesus, what's with the 8s? I guess it's about average.
Okay. Did he need to make another savings throw?
He did.
Okay, let's
Alright,
just...
what if you finally killed your dead friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a 17 on that last one.
Okay, fuck this. Make him make a wisdom savings throw.
Okay. And I don't think he had a lot of wisdom, did he? No.
You can use one of your spell slots.
No, I'm using cantrips. I'm not wasting spells on this.
14?
That fails.
Okay, good.
So let's go ahead and do this. And yes.
12. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. So that would have brought it to 24 damage. And I think he finally succumbs to his injuries, and his body falls unanimated once again to the earth. And yeah, as it makes its final fall, you just hear it croak out this horrible "Why?"
Because life's unfair. Huh?
Oh, why?
And that's when your EMF meter goes crazy.
Oh God, why do you have one of those? Or is that a battery tester?
Nope.
No, that's
It's an EMF meter. You don't know the story.
You people.
From his ghost hunting days.
Yeah, I was a ghost hunter.
He likes to put it on when he plays Phasmophobia to make sure no ghosts come out of the screen at him.
Okay. So you're not taken into custody by these rangers, but you are helped onto. They do take your horses, and you are placed on the. You're helped pack hastily, and you're put on the backs of.
Does it feel like we're taken into custody?
It just has this feeling that you feel that you're not free, but you're not being restrained in any way. You just have this weird feeling that you're in trouble, but you don't understand why.
Please, sir, I have no idea what's going on.
I was just with this mouse guy, man. He's just trouble. He's a troubled rodent.
He is.
Ask some questions. Find out some answers.
Don't ask too many questions, is that what you're saying? Alrighty. So, alrighty. Well, I think this is probably about good as place as any to go ahead and call it an evening for our Dungeons and Dragons stream. So thank you so much once again to my intrepid players who have once again made it through another encounter and were able to survive without too many scratches. Could have been worse, I guess, right? Could have been. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you could have died. So yeah,
I think this tank is doing pretty good.
Yeah.
All these attacks, and then that new, as we leveled up, so that new feat that I got, like if it attacks something else within my range, I get an attack.
Exactly.
And she also gets attack of opportunities for disengaging.
Oh,
so
that's
if
cool.
it tries to take a 5-foot step back to disengage, she gets an attack of opportunity.
That's great. Wow, that's nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, folks who showed up in chat, thank you all very much for being here this evening to experience the storytelling and also watch Shane and Christy make their way even closer to their mission. Vitram, I see that you were on this evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying hi. I believe you are going to be joining us for some Phasmophobia here in a moment. Probably. Most likely. So yes, stick around and yes, that would be a hell yeah from Vitram. So so stick around. We will be right back on here in just a few minutes. We just need to make some transitions over to our other overlays. Need to actually start the programs. I've been trying to do a little tweaking on my stream, especially with Phantasmophobia, or Phasmophobia, not Phantasmophobia. I get those. Fantasia. Because I was noticing, and I was talking with some other people earlier in the stream, that sometimes my video looks a little not as smooth. So we're going to be playing around with that, but we definitely will be playing. So give us a couple of minutes to get on.
Intermission.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick intermission, and we hope to see you on the other side. So good night, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of more minutes, and I hope you enjoyed the show. You guys want to say anything before we head on out?
This episode was sponsored by Monster Energy to help you stay awake on those long rides. And I'd actually sponsored by Monster Energy. If you'd like to sponsor us, please get in contact with us with our email address. Thank you.
Bye, guys. See y'all in a couple of minutes.
Bye.